Hello, this is Sarah Estelle, and today I'd like to talk to you about one of my favorite topics, and that is how to co-create with Source, with the elements of all creation. So this is going to be really helpful for you if you're feeling maybe disconnected right now, if you're feeling lost, if maybe things have changed massively for you and you don't know where to begin again. It'll also be helpful for you if you're a bit of a loner and you like to do things by yourself. So I get that if you do, because it's a little bit how I'm wired as well. And one of the ways that I have supported myself in really truly beautiful ways is to work alongside nature. Because when we do that, we know that we are not alone. There is a whole team of elementals of all kinds just waiting to support you when you open their heart to your guidance. Now, that doesn't mean to say we don't need humans, and I've massively been supported as well by people personally and professionally to help me bring my ideas into fruition. But today, let's just stay with co-creating with nature. So I'm going to just give you a brief overview of the 4 ways that you can do this right now. So the very first way is to connect with the air element. Difficult to say that. The air element. And this is the place where we set intentions. So the very first place always to start when you create anything, if it's just a tiny step or a bigger, like the year ahead or your month ahead, or you know what you want to happen and you want to get really clear on what it looks like, start with the air element. Always set your intention. We then move to the water element, and this is the place where we feel. So now that you've set your intention, really feel into your feelings around this. So do you think it's possible? What comes up for you when you consider all the goodness that's awaiting for you, all the nourishment that's possible? There may be, for example, some guilt that you'll have it better than others, or it may be that you feel you don't deserve it, or it might bring up some sadness, or maybe you just plug straight into the joy. So feel those feelings and make sure you process them. Because if you don't, the flow will stop. This is about unblocking the flow. So once we've done that, we then need to move and call on the earth element. So in the earth element, we work out literally our support system. The earth element is the container. Nothing can come into the physical without a container. It needs walls around it. It needs a physical body. It needs a shape. It needs to come into the 3D. So consider that. How are you going to work with the earth element? And finally, the fire element. This is the place of divine right action. So having heard this with me, you've set your intention, you've felt your feelings, you've looked at the steps needed to bring it into the 3D. What's your first step? What are you going to do? Nothing ever happens without us taking action. So I really hope that's helped you today to look at the elements of creation and to help you know that you are not alone and you can work with all of these elements, whoever you are, wherever you are right now. Many blessings.